friends just picked up this Whirlwind Pinball Machine and wants to do a complete restoration. I'm excited to help him out with this project. This has been said to be the best System 11 games that Williams ever made. I'm not really sure about that. I've never really played one of these that's been fully shopped out. It's always had issues, and this game is plagued with issues. It's got rollover switches everywhere where the balls get stuck. A bunch of the lighting's not working. It's definitely got a lot of issues, so we can't really get a good solid game and play it the way it's meant to be played. So after the restoration, it'll be fun to play through this game a couple dozen times and really get a good full assessment out of it. But it's a perfect candidate for restoration. So we're going to pretty much take all this side art off, and we're going to gut the cabinet and send it up to my buddy Troy at Troy's Restorations, and he's going to do all the cab work. I'll leave a link in the description below to his YouTube channel. He is the best at doing cab repair and painting and all that stuff. So everything's going to get gutted out, and this cabinet's going to go out there. All right, so while he's got the cabinet, then we're going to start tearing into this playfield. We're going to rip it all apart. Now, the playfield isn't roached by any means, but it does have significant wear in certain areas, especially around the spinning targets and stuff. So he wants to do a hard top on this. Now, I've never done one of these before, and I think this will be the first time he's done a hard top as well. So it'll be kind of fun to document this and show how we do it. But with this hard top, it should make this thing look brand new again, and it'll have that protection of the hard top coating. So with the new playfield, new cabinet, side art, and everything, this game is going to look like $1,000,000. All right, and then of course we got to address all the mechanical issues. All the switches in here are junk. We're going to have to replace every single rollover switch, do the flipper rebuild kit, all the standard, shop out stuff that we need to do. We have to figure out what's going on with this lighting. I'm assuming we got some board problems as well. So we're going to dig into those board sets. We're going to do all the updates and repairs that we need to on those. Everything is pretty much going to get pulled apart and cleaned. All the coils are going to get pulled apart. We're going to clean up all the plungers and polish them up. We're going to replace every single coil sleeve in the entire game. So pretty much this is going to get like a full restoration. I left Brian alone for about an hour last night, and this is what I come into today. He done ripped the whole thing apart, and then we started working on the playfield. So if we walk over here, see we had to tear off just about everything. There's a few things we just kind of left on here until the hard top actually arrives, and then we're going to take them out at that time. A couple little things we got to mark, but for the most part we got it all tore down. Now that it's apart, you can see how grungy that this thing really was and how much damage is actually here. So it'll be fun to experiment with this hard top on. You can just see it's in pieces. We're terrified about putting this thing back together. It's the first hard top we've ever done. But you can see all these parts and pieces here.
So preparation is always, of course, everything. Spent a lot of time sanding every nook and cranny in this. But the install, honestly, looks awesome. So you can see like what I was kind of doing here, the insert lineups for all your bulbs, rollover switches. Of course, all your inserts. The biggie for me was these three guys. Now I do, if I reach under here, I do have play, so I can get some adjustments on that depending what your pin looks like and the wear in these areas. You potentially could even, after this is installed, take a flush cut router and go through and do these holes. Now I'm actually going to do that on the outside edge because when you can see here, like it looks like it hangs over a little, but the lineup on it is honestly perfect. So what my plan here is, I'm going to put painter's tape on this area to protect the plastic. I'm going to do my flush cut router, which, you know, in hindsight, if I was thinking about this, I know we're showing this to you guys. Probably should have left that plastic on there. Then I would have to use the painter's tape. But yeah, I want to get this flush cut with the edge of the cab perfectly for two reasons. Number one, obviously I don't want it to hit the side of the cab when this gets reinstalled. And the other reason for that is I'm going to kind of push the envelope and see if I can't get art blades, or excuse me, mirror blades put on this particular cab. I know Systems 11 typically don't have those on because sometimes it's a fit issue. But we're going to see if we can do that. Maybe that'll be a different video if the guys can talk me into it. So yeah, so anyway, we can kind of get an idea of what this looks like. It's hard to get in video the shine. Maybe if I come over here, get it off the window anyway, you guys can get an idea of like how glossy the finish is on this thing. It's amazing. So yeah, so I'm sure there'll be more videos to come. This particular pin, I mean, it's ridiculous. I got, you know, a lot of parts. Wind up redoing the harness, cleaning, re-punched down all the Molex connectors, deoxit. If you don't know about deoxit, look it up. You want it. After this video, I'm going to be cleaning all the nuts and bolts that are going to be on the play side. So like all these posts, a couple hints I could give you about this. Electric drill, put this thing in the drill, get your piece of steel wool or such, and just kind of cup it as you turn it. And it'll clean that up super clean, never dull. If you don't know about it, look it up. You want to use it. I'm going to do that to all the posts. Tighten rubbers, we're getting new posts across the board. We're going to be going with Radcals on the side.
All right, here's where we're at with the Whirlwind project. It's been a long process so far. Pretty much got everything back together now. For the most part, there's still a couple little minor things we got. We're testing out the original board set, making sure all the switches and everything works. A few little minor details we're still trying to iron out, but look how beautiful this game came out. It's got the side art blades on here. This is for the 2.0 kit. That video is going to be coming up here real soon. And all the new ramps, pretty much so many new parts on here, it's hard to describe them all. Check out these Radcals on the side. They're really nice. Like, you got this hardcore plastic finish. It feels great. Still not sure about this coin door down here. We're playing around with some ideas. Brian really liked the white, and then afterwards we're thinking it might be too much, so that might change. But so far, so good. On to the next part. All right, so we're finally finished with this Whirlwind project. It seems like it took forever. This is definitely the best restoration I've ever seen or been a part of. This game's almost flawless.